will take questions on coding and decoding. Let's do question number 1 to 5, and the question says, study the information below and answer the given questions. So here we have a code. In this code, men has model is coded as this. Model of women is coded as this. Women in men is coded as this. And has big model is coded as this. Based on these codes, we have to answer question number 1 to 5. Based on the codes given here, we will make a key. So, first we'll see men has model, and then we have model of women, and in both these the common word is model. So, that means, now if we look at these two, that is lo, pe, he and he, zo and kh, between the two we can see that the common word is he. That means model stands for he. Now if we compare the second and the third sentence, we can see the second sentence is model of women and the third one is women in men. Between these two we can see women is common, and here in the codes we can see that KH is common. So that means women stands for KH. So writing KH for women. Let's look at the third and the fourth sentence. Women in men and has big model. So here we do not have any words common, so we won't be able to get anything from here. If we see the first sentence, men has model, and the third sentence, women in men, we can see that in these two sentences, men is common. So here if we look at the first and the third code, we can see that in these codes, LO is common. So that would mean that men stands for LO. And if we look at the first and the fourth sentence, first is men has model and fourth one is has big model. So between the two we can see that the common words are model and model. So already we know that for model the code is he, and we can also see that has and has is common. So here we've already coded he, and we can also see that pay is also common between the two. So that would mean that has corresponds to pay. Let's look at the second sentence once again. Here we have model of women. We've already coded model as he and women as KH. So here we have of. So apart from he and KH we have ZO, zo. So that implies that of will correspond to zo. Now if we look at the last sentence, which is has big model, we've already coded has as pay, model as he, and only left here is big and here is sy. That means big corresponds to sy. So writing big here and sy. Let's look at the third sentence. Here we have women and men corresponding to this. Women we have already coded as KH. Men we have coded as LO. That means in corresponds to MA. So in here corresponds to MA. So here we have the key ready, and based on this key we will answer questions from 1 to 5. So first one is, how will in the men be coded? So in corresponds to ma, MA, and men corresponds to LO, and there is no code for the. So the will be something totally new. So if we look at the D option, it has MA, it has LO, and it has KI, which is totally new and has not been used here. So that means KI will correspond to the. So we can write here one more. The will correspond to KI, and D is the correct option. Let's move over to the second option. Here we will have how will big model of women be coded as. So big we already know corresponds to SY, model corresponds to HE, of corresponds to ZO, and women corresponds to KH. So we'll look for the option which has all these four, and in the answer we can see that none of the options has all these four, so E is the right answer here. Then we have a very easy question coming up. Question number 3. What is the code for model? And we know the code for model is HE. So definitely B is the correct answer. We have one more easy question coming up. What does the code ZO stands for? And we've already coded that ZO stands for off. So the correct option here is D. Fifth one is what is the code for women? And we can see that the code for women is KH. That means very easy. Answer for fifth question is A. Let's do question numbers 6 to 10. Study the following information to answer the given questions. So here we have some sentences and we have the codes for them. Let's make a key. So the first sentence is land ME market, and then we have market for this. Between the two the common word is market. And here we have the codes. In the codes we can see that the common word is VE. So that means market here will stand for VE. Then we can see market for his and for variety money. Between the two the common word is for, and here we have the codes. In the codes the common word is DI. That means for stands for DI. Let's look for this sentence. For variety money, and here we have money to me. Between the two the common word is money. That means in the codes if we look the common word is BA. That means money stands for BA. If you look at the first sentence, the sentence is land me market, and the last one is money to me. And in the first and the last the common is me, and if you look at the codes the common here is RO. So that would mean that me E stands for RO. If we look at the third sentence, that is for variety money. So for here we know stands for DI. And money stands for BA. Only left is variety. Variety stands for LA. So here we can write variety stands for LA. Then we have the second sentence. The second sentence is market for his. We know market stands for VE. For stands for DI. That means his stands for SE. So his here stands for SE. And if you look at the first sentence, that is land me market. So me we know stands for RO. Market stands for VE. The only thing left here is land, so land definitely stands for KA. So here we'll write land stands for KA. So we have our code ready, and let's solve the questions. The first question is what is the code for variety? Variety stands for LA, that means C is the correct option. Seventh is what does the RO stands for? So RO will stand for, if you look at the code, RO stands for me. So A is the correct option. And eighth is which of the following represents market money most? And market, well, market stands for VE, money stands for BA, and most, we do not have most in these sentences, so most will stand for something new. That means new from these words. So if we look at the E option, it has VE, it has BA, and it has one new word, that is FE. And we can see that FE is not here. So definitely E is the correct option. We have the 9th question. What is the code for land? And code for land is KA. That means B is the correct option. And the 10th question is, what is the code for to? We can see here in these sentences that there is no word such as to. So that would mean we will have a new code apart from these codes which are here. So we can definitely see that we do not have YO here. So C is the correct option for the 10th question.